Good morning, Facebook family and YouTube subscribers. Today is Monday, December 9th. Had a long weekend. It's raining. It's a wet, rainy day here in Atlanta, Georgia today. It's cold outside and wet. Um, Over the weekend, there was a report that was released that discussed about African Americans in poverty. And the numbers have greatly increased in the African American community. The problem is very simple. 1 in 7 young children. Well, it's very interesting. I printed some. I don't know if you can see it or not, but you can't see. Rising child poverty pushes the American dream out for many. In this report, and I'm gonna read some of it. It said the kids in single parent families are around 5 times as likely to be poor as in married couples. That's in part because a single woman, where is this? That's in part because a single woman often does not earn enough to get her kids out of poverty. Single mother is really squeezed, especially if she tries to work, so she has less time to spend with her kids and on her kids. And they can't afford it. This is very sad because something has gone terribly awry in the black community. When you have 70% of African American children being born to single parents, single mothers in particularly, we have a problem. We have so many African American children being born into poverty, and they may never ever escape the clutches of poverty. Their parents, mother and father, have decided to have children when they really can't afford to have them. Not only can they not afford to have them, they have no means to take care of these kids, no way to provide shelter, no income, barely have a job. I am not a fan of single mothers, and I say this because I've witnessed too many African American women suffering with their kids, many kids, no husband, trying to working a job, trying to raise kids by themselves, and to African Americans start back to creating families. And to African Americans realize the importance of the family unit. And to African Americans go back to getting married before having children, Black America is going to stay doomed. Our neighborhoods and communities are going to be ripped apart by poverty and despair. And nobody's saying anything. Where's Oprah? Reverend Jesse Jackson, Al Sharpton, where are the community leaders to say something about African American children being born into poverty just because their mothers and fathers are not creating a family unit? Why have kids and you can't afford them? Why have kids by some man who doesn't even want them? And see, this is a cycle that's dangerous and harmful to all of us as African Americans. Okay, I'm a black gay man. I ain't about to have no kids. You see that dog over my shoulder right there? That's as good as it gets for me. That's it. I'm not about to bring any children into this world. Why would I? Why would I have children I can't barely feed and take care of? I'll have children there's nothing wrong with having children if you can properly take care of them and support them and offer them a wonderful life. I look at situations in my own family, and I thought, why in the world did these women have these kids? Why did they have those kids? Why? 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 I don't get it. Why have children that you cannot take care of? You can barely feed. You're 2 steps from a homeless shelter. 2 steps away from a homeless shelter. One bed storm. But you got 2, 3, 4 kids. About 2, 3, 4 different baby daddies. What is the logic in this? What are you doing this for? You're doing nothing but creating your own poverty. You're creating your own issues. It's always easier for one person to survive. And when you got little kids, you're trying to take care of, you're trying to get them into daycare, you're trying to get to a job, medical issues, medical problems. I've always just sat back in amazement, like, why go out and do this? Why go out and have these kids and you can barely take care of your own self? Now you've created all these problems. We've got to get back to common sense in the African American community. Don't have a child until you're married, until you have a decent job and education so that you can take care of your children, so your children can have a chance, an opportunity. Too many of these kids will never make it out of the ghetto. They'll never make it out of certain communities because they're trapped. And some of us are optimistic. Oh, they'll get a chance. Yeah, right. I'm witnessing in my own 2 eyeballs, in my own family, a cycle of despair. Children having children. Nobody getting married. No one can afford to take care of these kids. Where are all these kids coming from? Why have them? Again, I don't see anything wrong with having kids if you can afford to take care of them. You have a decent job, maybe a college education. Not everyone's going to get a college education, but at least have a decent job. But I definitely feel that black men and women need to get married, create a family unit, create a home, and then have children. 70% of African Americans are born. 70% of African American women today are having children outside of marriage. 70%. In the white community, that's only 21%. White Americans understand the importance of getting married and creating a family unit and then having children. Somewhere along the way, African Americans have lost this. I know when I was growing up, everybody had a mother and father. I grew up in a household where my mother and father were there. I realized how blessed I was until I became an adult and began meeting other people who had no idea who their parents were. Never met their father. My daddy was right there beating my ass on a regular basis. You better believe that. My mother was there too. Every day. I can't think of a day I did not have to deal with my mother and father in some way, shape, or form. We have to go back to creating families in the black community. Marriage. It's funny, gays are running around getting married at a record rate today. Gays are getting married pretty much in most states now allow gay marriage. But with African Americans, I guess we don't understand the importance of marriage. I understand the importance of marriage. And maybe one day I will get married. A gay marriage, since I am gay. Anyway, if you like my videos, please click like. Give me some feedback. Why do these women and men have these children without getting married? Don't they see the destruction that they're doing? Why do they think that they can do this alone? What are we thinking? What are they thinking? Anyway, if you like my videos, click like and subscribe and share my great videos with family, friends, people you love, hell, people you hate. Send it to them. You guys have a great Monday. Enjoy this rainy day. I'm out of here. Bye.